Alright. Alright, so this is on a little thing. Like I said, I'm gonna do my reactions to this. Like it's its own small little thing to separate. Because I was like, I don't want to really waste a stream like going through this stuff. So let's just do a video about this. And lo and behold, I was like, let's do this now before the finale. So there are three categories, like comics, illustrations, and movies. For the comics, I think it's yeah, it goes all the way up to. I know this is like Archie Sonic, and I think one of them is actually a comic you can read. But yeah, yeah, this is how I found out about Archie. Like through this, like through the Mega Collection, where it's like, God, it's just look at these covers, like, cause these covers are like so cool to look at, and I was like, I don't have any of the Sonic comics. Like I've downloaded them, but I, it's just like God. Oh my God, there's just so much nostalgia with this. Like just like everyone will always point to like just going through this and just like the music in the background because it has some. This music is so soothing. It just has so many vibes, and I was like, this is I think it's like the only comic they give you, but it's basically introducing the characters from that will later be like the Freedom Fighters. Like this is where they get their debut, and they like they got the cartoon for them too. So yeah, like you have no idea how much like memory just like going through this because like this shit was like cool, especially like the later covers that we'll see. Because like me, I was like I just wasn't like a fan of, like the RGR style, I guess. Well, I wasn't really like a comics person like as a kid. Like nowadays, I could read a comic, but back then I was like, that's too much reading. But manga though, I was like, I could read those for days. It's like you do know those are comics too, you idiot. It's like, yeah, but they're not like the American comics. Like it's like it's a difference. God, I hate that damn thing. Like yeah, good old half pints. Cause I think yeah, they did a little thing for Sonic 2. This is obviously the one for Sonic 3. Because I think no, they don't do. They do like in the instruction manual where they tell you about the like go up and down for the Carmel Knight, and that Master Mode do not look like this. Like it's way bigger, but yeah, and that's how they advertise the game. Because they did advertise the games through these, so like that was a whole comic, and then these are like the covers for them. The rats. Cut out constantly brag. Just the one you want. Yeah, this is like good old Pudgy Sonic. And like before like they get like they more modern designs. The tail's still brown in here. Don't talk about fucking Spinball. I just got done playing that. There are two Sonics. Yeah, they don't really hit hard for me personally until like the later comics, the later covers. You'll see what I'm talking about. Seconds. Like I haven't read like any of these that the covers are they're showing, which is unfortunate because you know Archie has so many goddamn comics, man. I was like I didn't grow up on them, so I was like I did not grow up on Archie. I just grew up on the games and the like TV cartoon shows. So and then it was just like, hey, like this shit also isn't canon, like so why should I care? Like it's canon now. The IDW comics are canon, but this stuff is just like you know, its own continuity. Yeah, Sonic and Sally were that was like I also remember that. So he like yeah, because he doesn't get his adventure design till like later, and it's like the evil Sonic that I think is this the one that eventually becomes Surge. It's like, yeah, and they tell you straight up, like, these are adaptations, like, certain games, and this is the one for CD. That was a cool one, too. Robot Sally. I think that's his dad. I found out later. That's like a fucking transformer in the background. See, this is where, like, the covers start getting, like, really cool. This like I was like, what the fuck is happening in these comics for like that? I'm like, look at these covers. I'm like, what the hell is happening? Like, this is a cool one too. Like good old Mechasonic and Fang. Remember, there's a difference between Mechasonic and Metasonic. They're not the same thing. I think that's Tails' dad, if I'm not mistaken. But yeah, there's another one with like the good and bad guys. Again, pretty sure that's the Sonic that becomes Surge later. No, Scourge. I keep saying Surge. I'm like, Surge is from IDW. Scourge. Another character. Endgame. Yeah, see, this is like a cool one. And this one too. Like the 50th issue. There go young Amy in the background. Because they did it where it's like she wished for the Chaos Emeralds to become older. That's how they explained her adventure design. Even though like she has the mind of a child in there. Like that's creepy. Also stop doing that. Please stop doing that. Stop giving these children adults bodies with the minds of adults. I'm like, you give like, you know, the adults like the mindset of a like have them like at like childlike, sure, but don't do that. Don't give the child an actual adult body. Like I'm tired of that. I'm tired of that trope, like the sick girl trope. And there's another cool cover. I'm pretty sure Knuckles is also super in this too. Like I got like a lot of favorite covers like this. So I think that's like Science Kid right there, or some other hedgehog. Also, I forgot to say this on stream, but like the dude who dude at Sega said like we're not interested in like a Sega Dreamcast, mini Sega Dreamcast, and I'm like that's dumb. I guess you just don't want one. You, like people know you for the Dreamcast too. I'm like it's a good ass console. So that you aren't doing like a Dreamcast Classic or a mini Dreamcast says a lot. Because the Dreamcast has some really good games on it. It's like we're not a retro company, so don't expect us to do a Sega Saturn either. Like don't expect us to do a mini Sega Saturn or a mini Dreamcast. I'm like that's dumb. Like we're not a retro company. I'm like then why the fuck did you release this is mini? Quite literally. Yeah, these are some interesting ass covers, man. This one, I love this cover so much, man. It's then this was another one. Because this is where we start getting like longer Spike Sonic, I believe. You see Tails no longer brown. See this, and now we got Robotnik in his event design. So many cool covers, man. Yeah, see it's tie in the ooh. I think they had it like before. Yeah, they were making this like before the games came out. I think it's the last time they do it's like a adventure. I don't think they do adventure time. The Shadow shows up later. See, there's another cool one too. Super Sonic and Knuckles. Yeah, I was just like, what the hell happened here? It's like they all turned on him. It's like, what the hell happened? Sonic Shuffle. Free adaptation. Yeah. So got a lot of stuff I gotta play at some point. Back to school, the 10th anniversary. So I think Adventure 2 came out during the 10th anniversary, right? I like that outfit for Sonic. Yeah. Okay. So they did do a Adventure 2 thing. Yeah, and that's relationship drama. No reason why we still touch that thing. Yeah, because they always goes up to like 100. Here's a cool Knuckles thing. He's going super. That just looks straight out of hell. Again, I want to know the context for so many of these covers, man. Like, Jesus, man. return of the original Dr. Robotnik. Isolation. And then he was like the world's enemy. And Nova's got his own comics. God, they gotta have a lot to say about Knuckles getting his own shit. Most because of like fucking Ken Penders saying like, I own all the kittens. There she is, the lady herself. Thanks. All because it's a fucking recolor. I forgot her damn name too, but she caused so much goddamn drama like that. That's how you. No, it's some. It started with an S, I believe. Someone will tell me, hopefully. Say like Shades that. I'm like, no, she isn't. She's a whole ass other character. Nothing like Sally Ann or whatever the hell her name is. Only thing I remember from what Johnny talked about was that they put Knuckles in the microwave using chaos energy, and that's how Green Knuckles was a thing. So that's I was like, that's crazy ass lore, but it's lore nonetheless. Again, I just want to know the context of this shit. Yeah, you can see his goddamn name right there, Penders. Don't know why we had a Knuckles and Sally thing. The super specials, Battle Royale, Sonic vs. Knuckles, basically them versus the Chaotix. World, first, Sonic the King, Sonic Kids, the babies, Director's Cut. I don't know who the hell those people were. I think, God, like the art style, man. Then Farina, it's comics this anyway. Sure the hell not yours. There's the Adventure one, which is cool. This one is another thing straight out my nightmares. And it's their other series. Did not know you had a comic for 3D Blast. That's creepy. The Death Egg Saga. I like this one because it's like a reference to Sonic and Knuckles that starts running. Yeah, because they literally said, no, this is a collaboration with Sonic and Knuckles. This is. Madness, Mecha Knuckles, Mecha Sonic. Tails gets his own goddamn comic. Triple Trouble, didn't even know that had a thing. I know Sally had her own comic. I remember that from this. So, and Mecha Sally again. That's it. We're gonna do his illustrations, and we will his old design, and then afterwards we're gonna go to, like the last thing we're gonna do is movies. That's color guideline, design. That's from Advance, and that's also from Advance. I don't know. Like, it's all about seeing the jump up from like their class design to like the modern stuff. It's just like, man. Yeah, because that's also his Sonic Advance 2 design. Does no get his like little sass thing where they just like, oh, how come Knuckles didn't get it? Okay, they did. I was like, why didn't Knuckles get his little color guideline? What the hell? Well, Botnik, I refuse to call him. Like, I'm still not calling. I'm not calling him Eggman. These are all his designs, which again, like I like his design too. And these other characters, like Amy. And God, you had it good so early, man. So very early. Then they ruin you later. Same for you. And I liked you before the memes became memes. You were there. You'll come back at some point. Like all three of you. And you come and Sonic Advance too. Sonic Adventure, Sonic Adventure 2, Battle, got played out at some point in Advance. Don't know if I need to play Advance, but you know. Dude, that's a poster. I remember having the Nintendo Power with this cover. No, Sonic Adventure art, more Sonic Adventure art, Sonic Adventure art, and Sonic Adventure art. That was a cool one. And these are like the collab stuff. Remember when Sonic Advance got ports of the N-Gage? That was fun times. Good old calling cards. We don't even think, but yeah, these are the movies. We're gonna end it with the history of Sonic, but we're gonna do both. We're gonna go through all of them basically. God, I love how Sonic moves in this. I think Mania is the only opening that really topped it when it comes to classic Sonic. And then we're like, because this, Mania, and the Sonic OVA were like my top three for like, in showing off like what classic Sonic could do. Like in terms of like animation wise. I'd say Mania and Mania Adventures, like they're kind of like tied by that second spot. Because like without Mania, we wouldn't have like without Mania opening, we wouldn't have the animation for Mania Adventures. So yeah, Sonic Boom. This is my first introduction to Sonic CD, by the way. Like, I would not be able to play that game until later in the Gems collection. Could have got it for PC, but never bothered to get it. Don't know why. And yeah, Amy's debut. And this is the US soundtrack, by the way. So. Like, this is the only, like I said, like, this is the only thing I would miss. Like, if you had to erase the US soundtrack, if the Sonic CD soundtrack, it's like, yeah, this is the only thing you have to, yeah, just this. I was like, I would not miss anything else in that game. Just this. Is no Cosmic Eternity. I do prefer Cosmic Eternity over this. See, this is just Sonic and his, like, cockiest and coolest. And I was like, I just need more Sonic moments like this in the modern day. Like, not this righteous hero shit. Give me this Sonic, alright? I love this. The how they animate the race with Metal Sonic in this. And the Adventure 2 battle intro. What do you call it? Oh no, it's like a movie, right? Like, get the game. Joke's on you, I still have this game. Wait, but that was already in Sonic Adventure 2. Like, battle just added more stages and characters. Why would you have that child there if they can't walk? Yeah, we aren't doing that. I'm not putting child on the end. Well, that was sad. And here's the thing I kept playing over and over again as a young ass kid. The trailer for Sonic Advance 2. Beta gameplay footage, by the way. You don't know how many years I spent looking for this goddamn song. Oh, I realized it was the beta for the goddamn stage. But I was like, the music is so good, and then they're moving so fucking fast. I love Sonic Advance 2. It's one of those games I'm not gonna get all the fucking emeralds in, because fucking those rings. But it also has like one of my favorite Super Sonic transformations though. Like, if anything, I would literally use like a game save for that. Same for like Sonic Advance 3, because I was like, I'll go through the game, but you best believe I'm not going the extra mile for this shit. Like, because, with Sonic Advance 3, I basically used like After Replay for that. Remember those were a thing? And I did the, All Childs Unlocked, so all I had to do was like go to the stage with like the keys in them, and then just do those, finish those, and then just go to the special screen. And that's how I got the last mission there. Sonic Advance 2, I did not do that. I basically did use Active Replay for that shit too. So that's how I got Super Sonic in that. But Advance 1, I specifically got Super Sonic like legit. So. And now it's time for the history of Sonic. And made me feel even older than I already am. This is the intro to Sonic Adventure 2 Battle, by the way. Yep. Yeah, Knuckles and Roo totally aren't black, guys. To make Gerald feel even older. 91. Sonic the Hedgehog. My first Sonic game. And first game. Back when Sega of America, Sega Japan were being fucking weird. Same with this game. I also chose the girl with the way he like came to the screen, like popped up. Yep, Tails debut. Also, he can fly. Yeah, Sonic CD came out right before Sonic 8's debut. And also introduced Metal Sonic. We're in the cliff notes, I love it. Yeah, and then this came out, introduced Knuckles. Punched the super out of Sonic. Then Sonic and Knuckles came out the same year? Yep. Good old lock-on technology. You can play Knuckles through Sonic 2 and Sonic 3 with Knuckles. I just played that yesterday. 96, huh? Sonic Jam. Never played that. I know that, like, it's basically emulator stuff. Like, you can literally just play. This is his true 3D thing. Like, for Sonic Adventure, but you can just get to play. It's like all the Sonic games. That's it. Then Adventure. 99, huh? And then Adventure 2 is like the last game released at this point. I would say the feed on. Yeah, and this is the child's debut. It's weird Adventure 2 didn't get its own little thing. Because, like, that's the end of the video. We didn't talk about Sonic R or Sonic Shuffle. What the hell? Did we really call this Industry of Sonic if we didn't talk about those games? And there goes Sonic Advance. Yeah, he's still alive to this day. So, despite the many people and naysayers who want you to believe like Sonic was never good, so yeah, he's still here. Yeah, that's again, you have no idea how many times I've just spent time in that fucking menu just for like the music alone and just going through all that stuff again, especially like the Advance 2 trailer and the history of Sonic, because again, Sonic is means a lot to me. It's a franchise I keep dear to me, and still do. I still do to this day, like prefer Sonic over Mario. Like that's just me. Like he helped shape my like gamer identity. So I'm not like yeah, there are games I really could care less about in the series or like don't have strong feelings for, but at the end of the day, like it's something like it stuck with me, and it still continues to stick with me to this day. So like obviously they're doing something right if Sonic's still here after all these years. So despite his ups and downs, he's still trucking. So yeah, but that's it. The guys wanted to make this his own little separate thing, so I was like, I don't want to waste a stream like doing this, so let me just post this video. So as always, thank you for watching. And if you have memories of this game, feel free to share them because it really this game like this collection is like a lot of people still use the music for this, especially like for the extras menu. So and you talk about like how they just scroll through like the comic covers and just everything in that menu. So feel free to share that if you want to. I'm not gonna force your hand. But as always, be safe, keep friends close, keep family close. Remember that as long as you have a support system, you'll never feel alone. And remember that for me, bad things that are happening in your life, there are good things waiting to outweigh them. And remember that if you're feeling unloved and unappreciated, that you are loved and you are appreciated. I appreciate you. So with this out of the way, we now move on to like the finale of Sonic Mega Collection, which is going to be Sonic 3 and Knuckles. So look forward to that.